Well, with no morning skate, I suppose some of this is, you venture in and find out what you got, yes?
Yes, that's fair. I think today is going to be, we put some lines together. We'll see how it shakes out during the course of the game. If we have to make some tweaks and some adjustments, we will. But, we want to see some guys play with certain players and hopefully spot players that are here now and put them in a position to have some success.
Yeah. Casey was just saying it's an all-Minnesota line he's going to start on. How did you come up with that trio in terms of?
Well, we wanted to put Casey in the middle, number one. So we didn't want to put him on the wing, at least right now to start. We want to put him where he's more comfortable at the center ice spot. And I think he has some ties with Lettieri. I think they've known each other for a while now. And hopefully there's some chemistry there. And Cole can provide some speed as well on that line on the other side. So that was kind of the thought process there. And, Lindy will play with, we call him Gusti right now. That's who he'll play with right now.
How did you find out the news of all the deals yesterday?
Yeah, I was told by, Sweens contacted me and told me what was going on. And, it was not an easy day, right? I think that I've been here now almost 11 years. So, on a personal side, I've known Marshy for the whole time since I've been here. I've known Brandon for almost 9 years and Double C, Charlie for almost 7. So, never easy when you see guys of that caliber as far as how they handle themselves, the people that they are go. Unfortunately, that's the business side of the game, but we're excited to have the guys that are here right now, and that has to be our focus.
Did you meet with the team as a whole to talk about that, or do you feel a sense of shock among them? Or
no, I think anytime you make moves that are. Those aren't light, small moves. Those are big moves. Of course, guys are going to be caught off guard, I think. But we met, really, we haven't had the opportunity. Guys came in late last night. Some guys came in late last night and with the afternoon game. So this morning was the first time I had the opportunity to address the team as a whole. Listen, we're in a position where we're 3 points out of a playoff spot. What I told them here, where we sit right now this morning. And I don't think anything will change as far as our focus with the group here, as far as what our goal is and what our expectations are. We're going to see what we have.
Could you sense, though, this morning that guys were? I'm sure it was more sudden yesterday, but was there some lingering effect?
No, I sense it. I would imagine it was more yesterday. You're right, Fluto. I think this morning they're professionals. They come in. We have a job to do here now. That has to be obviously put aside here right now, and our focus is on Tampa right now. I'm sure that yesterday it was probably a little bit more difficult for them, but again, we all know that it is part of the game that we're in right now.
From when you've seen Mittelstadt coach against him, like when he's on his game, what is he doing for his team?
He generates offense. I think when I've coached against him, whether it be in Buffalo, probably more so than Colorado, because we saw them more in Buffalo when he was in the East. Good hands, sees the ice very well, can make plays in tight areas. I think that he's going to obviously look to be counted upon to help generate some offense for our group. Good on the power play. We're going to use him on the power play unit tonight. We'll see how that goes.
You'll go into this game with guys you haven't even had a practice with, right? You haven't had a morning skate, you haven't had the day off. What is the main challenge in that, in terms of running the bench?
Well, I think just making sure that we're organized, number one, on the bench, and that the players know who they're changing for, and all those little things. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. It's the little things that matter, and
normally you take that for granted.
You take it for granted. So line changes are going to be important. Make sure that we're calling out the right people, again, like we try not to overload these new players with information. They have to understand how we want to play. We're trying to break it down in pieces right now for them. But you give them too much information, then they're going to get paralyzed out there, and they're not going to play their game. So the message for them is go out and play your game. We'll handle the structure part as the game goes on, but we want them to play their game.
What's it like to be back? I would lie if I say I wasn't surprised, because I was, and obviously it's nice to be back with people I know, place I know. So it's I'm happy to be back. Yeah.
Did you ever sense they were going to do something?
Oh, not at all.
No?
Nothing,
Okay.
nothing. So another shocker for me. So yeah, I had no idea.
So it must have been two shocks. First to get the news, and the news that it's Boston, right?
Yeah. It was like and so it was twice the shocker. Yeah.
Jacob, how much have injuries impacted your season this year?
Yeah, it's been tough. It wasn't easy because those were the injuries that kind of coming back, and I've been struggling for a little bit with it. So it's never easy to not be able to do what you want to do, and hopefully it's behind me now, and I can focus to finish the season healthy and be a healthy addition to this team and be a help for this team.
Do you think your fit this time, this second time, if you will, is different than the first time?
Obviously the circumstances are a little bit different, and the position that this team and I'm right now is a little different than from the past years. So it's a challenge too, and I just hope I'll come and, like I said, hopefully I'll be ready and be an addition for this team and for the organization.
Jacob, because you were here before, and even though some of the names have changed in that room since the trade deadline, how important is that the culture of the Bruins stays the same?
Obviously, it was a lot of a selling day yesterday, but when I knew that I was going here, I was excited to see the guys, and those guys left, but that's the hockey. So everyone knows and everyone feels that this team take a huge hit with the guys leaving, like big part of the Boston Bruins in last few years, and like Marshy, Brando, Cease, Freddie, like those guys been around, and they were the ones who were carrying the culture. So it's a big hit, but obviously it's on us right now. Still got a guys, Pasta's been in a long time. C-Mac's not playing, but he's still on the team and big presence in the locker room and everywhere. So it's just on us to keep going and keep paving the way from the guys that left a big mark behind.
So do you feel a sense of responsibility, Jacob, knowing what has gone out the door to try and...
I don't know if it's like responsible is the right word, but we all know what's. I've been here before, so I know what's being brewing about. So obviously we wanna carry it out and keep doing what these guys brought those last years.
You weren't gone all that long, but
Yeah.
when you were traded there, was there an adjustment in your head that I'm not a Bruin anymore?
Yeah, it was a shock then. It was a shock a few days ago too. So, it's a business. We all know it's a business. We have to adjust, and it was an adjustment to get to be in a different team. Now it's going to be an adjustment to be back here. But it's our job to make the adjustments as smooth as possible and be in a help right away.
Give us your reaction to the deal.
Yeah, I was surprised. I think obviously with the moves, I maybe thought something was coming, but it was getting pretty close, so I wasn't sure. But I was excited. I think, of course, you want it to work out anywhere you are, so there was some disappointment with that. But I'm very excited to come to such a storied franchise with the great tradition, and I know a bunch of guys here as well, so I feel like that really helps the transition with the new team. So very excited.
You said you had some sense that something could happen based on what? How you're being used, or?
Yeah, maybe. I think just a combo of that and obviously the deals that they had made before that point. So, I guess, like I said, I think there was probably some sense that maybe something was coming, but it was getting close, so I wasn't sure. And obviously it's a crazy day to hurry up and get here, but now that you're here, you get settled in and get to play hockey.
Casey, based on some of the situations and the opportunities you were getting in Colorado, do you want them to be any different now that you're here in Boston?
No, I think that's pretty much out of my control. So for me, I just want to play hockey. I love to play hockey, and very grateful to get to do this for a living. So yeah, I just want to go out, play hard, and have some fun.
When a team makes this number of changes and you come to that team, it can look, at least from our point of view, it can look like the land of opportunity in terms of ice time and position and role. Feel that way?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a big opportunity, like you said, especially with some of the people that have gone, and I think it's crazy to see some of those people go from here with even from afar I can tell what they've meant. So maybe a little bit of a new beginning, and a lot of opportunity. So it's on me to play well.
As a guy who played in Buffalo and Colorado, and now you're here in Boston, how would you like to see your game still continue to grow? In what areas?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room for growth. I think the main thing for me is just really finding the consistent game night in, night out. I feel like when I play well, I'm really good, and maybe work on the backup game a little bit, and finding the consistency of playing well every night.
Any cross points for you in the room, guys you know from another life or another team? Or
I feel like I know a lot of guys actually. I know Vinny Lettieri very well. He's from Minnesota, one of my best friends back there. So that's nice. Helps the transition. I've played with Peeker, Sway. I know Kepke a bit, Tufty. So I know a bunch of guys. Obviously played with Henri for 5 years as well. So I was excited to see that happen, and we were pretty close back in our days. So a lot of familiar faces, which I think helps a lot, and makes the transition a little smoother.
we haven't seen a lines yet. Who are your linies today?
Vinny and Cole. So we got the full Minnesota line
boy,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, full Minnesota line.
State of hockey, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It sounded yesterday from Don Sweeney's point that you'll get ample opportunity on the power play. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously I think I set it into a spot where I'm comfortable, and I want to make plays and have some fun. I think obviously you be out there with some really good players, so try to distribute the puck to them, and like I said, make some plays and have some fun.
Yeah. In a power play alignment, where do you think you're best? The bumper, the shoe, where?
Probably one of the walls. I think I'm maybe not the most shooter, but I feel like I can make plays with the puck, and I like having the puck on my stick. So it seems like where I'll slide in, and I think it'll be fun, and try to make some plays.
Well, Henri, how do you view this opportunity here with the Bruins?
I'm really excited to join the group, and I really love to be here.
Who's your partner today?
I think we're going to play with Zadar over here. So,
Was that okay?
yeah.
Know some of the guys in the room? Any sort of comfort level for you? Or?
Yeah, obviously we played with Mitzi for a long time in Buffalo, and Corpusalo just got to know him, but Finnish guy, so it's always great to have one Finnish guy on the team.
Henri, will there be any part of your game that will be important to show while you're here with the Bruins?
No, I don't think so. I just try to do my best and play my own game, and try to help the team win. So I think that's just everything what I want to do.
Did you have a sense a trade was coming?
Yeah, I did, and I kind of was waiting for that a long time. So really happy to get that trade, and great to be here.
You had asked for it.
Yeah.
And were you surprised it was Boston?
I heard there's some interesting in Boston, so I was really pleased when I found out it was Boston.